Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's get into Leon Edwards versus Khamzat Chimaev. Apparently Leon Edwards is next for Khamzat. I think it's a great fight for him. We get to see where exactly he's at, how he deals with a top 10 fighter, and it's also a solid fight for Leon Edwards, stealing the shine from Khamzat Chimaev right now. Alright guys, let's hop right into this one. So let's start with Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards, a technical striker. He has power, he's aggressive, great power kicks to the body. Edwards is dangerous in the clinch. His use of knees in the clinch, just awesome. He swarms you in the clinch, shots to the head and body, or if you're against the cage. He has a great straight left. He's a vet, as I touched on. He's got takedown defense, takedowns of his own when he needs them. He's never been submitted in a professional fight. BJJ purple belt, pretty solid submission defense. Khamzat Chimaev pretty much has taken the UFC by storm. 3 fights, 3 finishes, not a mark on him, quick stoppages. I have to say he's looked phenomenal. It appears Khamzat has dominating grappling and wrestling, similar to Khabib. Khamzat is actually referred to in the MMA community as Khabib 2.0. I think he looks a little bit more aggressive than Khabib as far as the ground and pound, just vicious ground and pound. In his last fight, he showed us that he has knockout power, dangerous striking, and if you look at some of his older fights, he looks comfortable, technical, and dangerous on the feet. I personally think that Khamzat is a force. I think he has champ potential, but we have to see how he does against a top 10 fighter, and here we are, he's going to fight Leon Edwards. Great fight for us fans. Alright, so how could things possibly play out in the cage between Leon Edwards and Khamzat Chimaev? Like I said, this is a good test for Khamzat, tells us where he's at, depending on his performance against a top 10 solid fighter in Leon Edwards. Even though Khamzat scored a knockout in his last fight, Edwards is a very crafty, technical, tested vet on the feet, very good striker. Not quite sure if Khamzat wants to go there with Leon Edwards. I'm not saying that he can hang, but his strong suit might be the ground wrestling control, similar to Khabib. Now, rumor has it that Khamzat's stand-up is actually better than his ground. And if that's the case, that's insane. So maybe we will see Khamzat strike for an extended amount of time with Edwards. I would expect Leon Edwards to try to avoid being taken down to the mat, stay off the cage, circle, use footwork. I know he has really good kicks to the body, but that could open up a window for Khamzat to score a takedown. Khamzat could catch a leg, and there goes his segue into a takedown. It's kind of hard to predict how this fight might play out because there's a lot of unknown variables with Khamzat. He looks damn good though, but how's his gas tank long term in those deep waters? How does he react to getting rocked, taking a big shot? Can he rally back? A lot of questions. I would think Khamzat will want to close the distance, get Edwards down to the mat, and do what he appears like he excels at, ground and pound, soften his opponent up, get a stoppage from strikes, or maybe a submission opens up. My personal thoughts on this fight, I do think that Khamzat is capable of getting this fight to the mat. I think Edwards has solid takedown defense, but from what I've seen with Khamzat Chimaev, his wrestling and grappling looks superb. He's relentless. He looks really strong. So I would expect eventually, if he gets his hands on Edwards, he would be able to take him down. But that depends if Edwards lets him get close enough, how good his footwork is on the night, how sharp his striking is and countering. I think it would be incredibly impressive if Khamzat actually beats Leon Edwards on the feet. If he runs through Leon Edwards, a solid contender in the division, you have to start talking about champ material. Really tough fight to pick. I'm going to throw my pick out there anyway. I know a lot of you guys might not agree with it. I think it's kind of crazy saying it, but not really. Might be going with my gut. But I think Khamzat Chimaev could win this fight. I see a decision win. I think Edwards is very tough. I don't think he'll be easy to finish. But I think if Khamzat does the right things, he can get Edwards to the mat, score that ground and pound, do damage, wash, rinse, repeat, and win a dominant decision. Or Edwards stops the hype train, if that's what it is. But guys, you let me know in the comment section, who do you think wins this fight and why? Is Khamzat the real deal, or is Edwards going to show he's not ready for top 10 yet? Excited to see the results of this fight. If you guys enjoyed the video and this is your first time at the channel, consider subscribing guys, like and share. Appreciate you guys as always, and until the next segment, you all take care.